Welcome to the Freestyle. Today we're going to do Top 10 Tuesdays. I'm Scott,
I'm Clint.
JP.
and we're going to do our Top 10 favorite comic superheroes.
Alright, coming in at number 10 is Iron Fist. Now, Iron Fist is the master of Kung Fu, or one of the masters of Kung Fu of the Marvel Universe. And one of the things I particularly like about him is how, like, a lot of, like, really good early on X-Men writers started in Iron Fist and whatnot, including Chris Claremont, and that's why a lot of those Iron Fist characters are showing up in X-Men, as well as Matt Fraction did a really amazing run not too long ago on Iron Fist.
Yeah, I would say what I like about him is that ridiculous yet awesome costume that he's been able to successfully wear somehow.
Mr. Sprite.
Yeah. What would you say?
The power of the Iron Fist. I mean, it's got that flaming shuriken, but, Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
Kung Fu.
Not shuriken. Coming in at number 9, we got Gambit from the X-Men. I've always really enjoyed him. I like the staff, I like the acrobatics, I like the coat, I like the whole look of him. But mainly, I've always thought, it was cool to be able to charge things and blow them up. Honestly, maybe not the best choice to use cards.
What?
But
That's the coolest thing.
I
If
mean,
you want to look like a badass.
yeah, I guess,
Jesus,
if you want to look like a badass.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Always been rocking that pink shirt since the 80s.
Successfully?
Beautifully done, too, yeah.
Alright, what do you got to say?
I like how he's an anti-hero. Not only is sometimes a good guy, but, he's a thief, he's a con artist, he's a ladies' man.
Got all
Ladies
the
love him.
Warlocks killed.
He's willing to
said
do
it.
He's willing to do what he needs to for himself. That's for sure.
Coming in at number 8, the Human Torch, Johnny Storm. I always like Johnny Storm because, he's funny. He's the comedy relief. Not only is he flying, shooting fire through the air, he's making you laugh. And the ladies love him, so that's always a plus, too.
Yeah, I would say that he's just relatable. Like, I got into him when I was a kid, so I was like, oh, I want to be cool like this guy when I fucking grow up. Didn't work.
I mean,
Try to set yourself on fire.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I mean, hell, you're John. Well, you're middle name's John, but whatever. Johnny Storm.
Johnny
I
Storm.
have to like him.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
I mean, he's also a pretty iconic character, being that he's like, one of the first Stan Lee characters that was ever created and stuff, and he's like still the testament of time.
First family.
And there's the original Human Torch. Which
Yeah,
was
when he's by himself.
old. No, that's not Johnny Storm. It's
I know.
old.
It was fucking robot. It was stupid.
There's a robot.
Coming in at number 7 is my main man, Cyclops.
Oh.
What the fuck? I'm out.
We're done.
That's good. Talk about that Scott Summers, number 1 born leader of the X-Men, and pretty highly underrated character, but he's always been there. And when you think X-Men, when you're not thinking about Wolverine, you're most likely thinking about Cyclops. He's probably one of the only characters whose mutant persecution stretches not only from the Marvel universe but into our own universe, as he is hated widely. But that is stuff.
Alright, so starting off at number 6, Swamp Thing. And one of my favorite things about Swamp Thing is when he got to face Batman and won. I mean, what?
Yeah. It was definitely like, Batman's gonna beat his ass, duh.
I mean, oh, dude, it was awesome. Just versus fucking Batman.
Yeah. Also, like the story that brings up that whole fight is the Vialamore. I feel like it's his work on Swamp Thing that makes him so awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely like made him cooler than he was.
Yeah.
And that brings it to, I really enjoyed the origin story. Like, I think it's a cool origin story. And then, that's just combined with how ridiculously overpowered he is. I mean, even Batman fighting him was just like, we can't win. We need to go ahead and just give this up.
Strange psychedelic sweet potatoes mind-building
Gets
checks.
you high.
Yeah.
What? Sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes get you high.
You eat them, they grow up his back. 5 on our list is Kitty Pryde, a.k.a.
Sexy.
Shadow Cat. And she's always, I feel like, been a great character because she was like one of those first X-Men point of view characters of like a new character joining the team and whatnot, and like getting used to her powers and being a member of the X-Men.
She didn't have like really overpowered power, so it wasn't like she's just coming in and just powerhouse and everything.
Yeah.
She had to kind of like prove herself.
Yeah.
I would say I really like the way that they found a way to make her powers not completely useless, because it seems like like walking through walls and phasing shit through. It's like really that would only help a thief or something, but she found like cool ways to like rescue hostages and mess up robots, face bullets through planets, just all kinds of cool shit.
Seduce giant fucking metal men.
That happens.
Stop the Juggernaut.
Stop the Juggernaut. What would you
My favorite thing about Kitty Pryde is she's got a pet dragon, Lockheed. I mean, who doesn't want a dragon? Dragons are awesome. Dragons are cool. It's awesome.
It's little. And coming in at number 4, we got the Flash. I mean, it's the Flash. Like whenever you think of the Justice League, you got Batman, Superman, the Flash. Like he's always there. And
of course he is. He's the fastest person in the world.
Yeah. Well, what would you say?
Well, I mean, he's always been like a real integral part of like the DC universe and stuff. Like, I mean, even like the main storylines they've done in the DC almost always involves like the Flash in like a major way, like in Infinity Crisis and then the recent like Flashpoint thing that which led to like the New 52 and whatnot. It's always like a major key player is Flash.
Yeah, it's like he sets that milestone. And like speaking of milestones, like he's been around for a long time, and they found a way instead of like. Well, like Batman's always been Bruce Wayne and fucking Superman's always been Kal-El, but they found a way to like, okay, this was the original Flash, and then we got this Flash who's come in, and then we've even got like a kid Flash lined up for if this Flash ever dies. We got Flashes everywhere.
What's his name? Wally.
Yeah, I really like a legacy character.
Yeah, like it goes from like his son is now a kid Flash, so it's like, keep it lying instead of just somebody who never ages.
Most of the time, whenever it gets passed down, it's like a month later, and it's like, all right, we've got to pass it back to the OG.
All right, what would you say?
I'd say how he's got the vibrating molecules. He's able to phase through things. I mean, it's really awesome. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's good power.
And coming to number 3 is Dr. Manhattan. He's probably, or at least me, one of the most interesting characters in the whole Watchmen series. He has a very unique like power set and point of view, and the issues that usually focus on him were some of the more interesting ones.
Very original. Like, yeah. I'd say, I've always really liked Dr. Manhattan, too. Confident enough to just stroll around naked, because his powers are so fucking retarded, overpowered. Just look at you, and you just explode into blue pixel dust. He single-handedly, like, stopped the Vietnam War. There was other guys there.
That was crazy.
They didn't need him.
They were just there to take pictures of it.
Look at that giant dick. What would you say your favorite part is?
I like that blue dick.
That blue dick.
Blue dick.
And coming in at number 2, we have the Dark Knight himself, Batman. Batman. Bruce Wayne. Batman. Always been a great member of the Justice League. Just good in DC general. I've always enjoyed his stories. I've always enjoyed the fact that he's like the world's greatest detective. He's not just somebody who's running around beating people up. Like, he's willing to solve the crime completely, way further than anyone else.
Yeah. And I've always liked, how he has like one of the best rogues galleries of any superhero.
Definitely.
And he's arguably almost as crazy as any member of his rogues gallery.
It's pretty fucking crazy.
I like him because he's got no powers. He's just billionaire, ninja, genius.
Motivated.
That's awesome. Yeah. No
Don't
powers,
save the
but
city.
still one of the greatest superheroes of all time.
Definitely.
Coming at number 1, we have Spider-Man. Yeah. Spider-Man, one of the all-time favorite Marvel superheroes, with one of the most amazing origin stories in the world. Puny kid turned superhero, nerd, Macho Man.
Tries to get rich. Yeah, fights Macho Man.
Macho Man.
Uncle gets killed.
Yeah. I mean, and he has that great, like, as the core of his character, that power, responsibility, you know, which is like,
You'll never get tired of that line.
Never.
It's good to like the go by, but also it's like made him like such an interesting character. How he's able, like even when the whole city like hates him, he still has to be Spider-Man because no one else can be.
Spider-Man. All right, thanks.
All right, I'm gonna pull you out.
Save the day.
Pull you out of a frying building later.
I hate you.
I
All
saved your
right.
daughter yesterday.
Here's your dog back.
You the dick.
All right. Yeah, I would say I've always liked he's really relatable. He's like a teenage superhero. So like whenever you're like young, you're just like, oh man, Spider-Man's so fucking cool.
I could be Spider-Man.
Yeah. But then same thing with Batman. He has like a great rogues gallery of like you can always think of at least 5 Spider-Man villains like right off the top of your head, like real easy. But yeah,
Talk about that Green Goblin.
Oh, Hobgoblin.
Fuck Hobgoblin.
Oh, Green Goblin.
Yeah, Venom.
Thanks for checking out the Top 10 Tuesdays on the Freestyle. I'm Scott.
I'm Clint.
JP.
And if you liked the video, don't forget to check out, like, subscribe, check out the Facebook, all that stuff. Comment, tell us if you hate us or like us, and have a good day.
Bye.